presentation. That was very, very helpful. And in fact, I just mentioned in my, comment just chat, like, this was kind of an information overload. In a very short, time. But anyway, good that you just mentioned for sending us a flowchart doc.
Yeah.
Probably, we can, because as I was listening to you and also, working on that, so it couldn't actually, we are not that Viru Sasrude who can do two things at a time, listening to you as well as, working on it. But one thing I definitely think is, as, medium entrepreneurs or micro entrepreneurs or solo entrepreneurs, many times, like we get dragged ourselves into, day-to-day firefighting about other challenges.
Yeah.
And lose the track, basically. So it's very, very important to have, some kind of a flowchart for our own, handling our own operations.
100%.
Going back to it again and again, because, things pull in various directions. And then you have to again bring back yourself on the, center path and can actually, pick your priorities and start working on it.
Right.
So something like where we can actually, help draft our own entire processes.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think so. A very cool thing. Thank you for bringing this up, because we were never taught to think in systems. Growing up, like even in like cool college, I think in MBA probably they teach you this, but I didn't do an MBA. We need to start thinking.
That's the India problem. That's in the India problem.
Yeah. We never think in systems. So that is the first thing I feel, that if we learn how to think in systems, like systematic approaches to things, it will allow us to get our desired output faster, and at least we'll stop guessing what's the next step. I think system building is a very important thing, and actually AI, because I've been building these AI workflows, it's taught me to like work with systems and how powerful systems are. Right? It opened that perspective of, hey, everything has a step to it. You can actually break down all the steps of your business if you wanted to, and then see what is taking too much time. And the thing is that, right, when you build a system, you create a new layer for yourself to stand on. It's like creating your own platform to now be more creative and like build other stuff on top. Preeti, you have raised your hand. Sorry, what's up?
Hi. So really good workshop, I think. I think you tried to do a good job on getting people to work alongside you and generate these responses. I have some like potential suggestions. Like I think a lot of people are also stuck in refining their initial offering.
Yeah.
And that clarity is very much missing, because I am a brand strategist and I help people, and I can say that even advanced stage people don't have that kind of clarity, right?
Yeah.
So if there's some way of building these kind of contextual prompts to help people refine that, because if your input is not really great,
yeah,
everything is going to have a cascade effect.
100%.
I think that's something for you to explore, because a lot of people are lacking that clarity of what are they offering, how are they different, right? Because it takes a certain conceptual thinking about your business to be able to identify the differentiator that you can carry through later.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to say is that if you go on to do another workshop or whatever, what was interesting for me and what you probably could have spent more time on is how are you making that connection between, let's say, designation and creating that list, right? The curation part of it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the infinite combinations, and overwhelm is a big problem.
Yeah.
Because technically, it's all of this without somebody's help.
No,
right?
100%, yeah.
Overwhelmed about which route to take, because the information overload is what we are trying to help manage here, right? So if you do a deeper dive on how are you creating those curated 3 or 4 ways people can think about it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I am trying to offer my services as a content strategist or a marketer. Many people don't know what designation in LinkedIn should I even go for. So if you can like build out 3 roadmaps, right, for your typical like cohorts, right?
Yep.
That would be actually interesting to do, because that's where the real work lies, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like my take on it. And Sanya,
Sure.
it would be great if you pump up the Zapier workshop, because I don't think a lot of people know about Zaps, and I wanted to like figure out on the back end, like connect my ghost blogging to, let's say, my landing page, right? And I was like, okay, can I afford, like, maybe I get a few Zaps free? But I had to kind of figure this out on my own, right? So I would like a better like tutorial on Zapier itself. So
Yes.
that's great.
Yes.
Yeah,
There are recordings, but we are facing a little bit issue with our Zoom, so they're not available. But I think they should be by next week, and I'll share them. But I think an alternative tool to use, like Ian said, was make.com. You have much more freedom and much more liberty with the free plan that they have than Zapier. So that is also worth checking out, to be honest.
Okay, got it. I'll make a note
Yeah.
of that. Thank you.
Like Zapier, like so, just from the automation background, for us, Zapier is like, I'm not going to say the worst. It's just too expensive. All right, Zapier is like the most expensive automation tool we've used, and we rarely recommend using Zapier because it's expensive, and then the friction is too hard, right? You can't do more than 2 zaps, like one trigger, and then this, it's not really automation. But Make is free. It will
Okay.
require a little. Its learning curve is little steep, but if we are able to achieve that, then we can do cool stuff, right? With Make, and yeah, it's just that the thing is that, right, these automations have existed all this while. It's just that now we have UI, like we have wrapped it all with like flows and buttons and dials, which is easy for us to work with. But this stuff was possible before also. It's just now it's become easier to do it. We have a GUI, which is a graphical user interface, to now build automations. And I think that's where design comes in, right? Design solves so many problems that we don't know about. Just by making things 1% easier, we now have a plethora of people that is able to use it in different ways and different combinations and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. But yeah, thank you. This was a very informative and helpful session.
Thank you. All right. Any other questions? Radhika, your hand is up.
Yeah, hi, thanks so much for the session. Loved that we could do it while you were saying it, so it was happening in real time. I had a question. You said that Apollo had I could do my customized the G Suite emails differently.
Yeah.
How do I